Hi and welcome you to this second video about semantic kernel. In this video, I'm simply explaining you how you can use the chat model instead of interacting with the large language model with a simple question, with a simple string. We will create a conversation, and this is the real difference in the modern large language model. When ChatGPT comes out, the nice thing is you can chat with the model and you ask a question, the model answer you, and then you can follow up with question, and all the conversation is always sent to the large language model, so the large language model can answer to your follow-up question, keeping the context. And let's see how simple it is with semantic kernel. As usual, I'm using a polyglot notebook. The first cell is standard importing and installing all the Nugget packages you need to interact with semantic kernel. And then I've added a new simple command file that uses the very same syntax you see in the previous video for configuring semantic kernel, configuring the Azure OpenAI GPT-4o model with API key and everything. And I'm including in a simple common get kernel helper function that has enabled logging to allow you to log or not. As you see in the previous video, logging is interesting because you can see what semantic kernel is doing under the hood. I'm not interested in this example, and this is the example of the chat. As you can see, the nice thing is semantic kernel has a special object called chat messages. So you can create an object of type chat messages, and this chat messages object has the add user message, add assistant message, and so you can create a conversation, and you can create an ongoing conversation with your large language model. And after you created all the conversation, you can use a iChat completion service interface. So another way to interact with a large language model, thanks to semantic kernel, is using the getRequiredService method that allows you to get a reference to some internal interfaces that are made for interacting with a large language model. So in this situation, we will use the iChat completion service, that is the service used to interact with your large language model with a chat. So you can call the get chat message content sync, passing your chat message object, and you can print the result. So let's see what happens if we press play. I'm going to press play, and okay, sure, you can call me Jarvis. How can I assist you today? The answer clearly shows that the whole content of the chat was sent to the large language model. So the large language model can answer you based on the chat. Thanks to this interface, you can use semantic kernel to create an interaction from your user to a large language model using a chat model with very few lines of code. The takeaways are you can use the chat model to create a conversation with a large language model. You don't need to know API or anything, any SDK. You can use a simple chat object made available for you by semantic kernel, and then you can send to a specific service that can give you answer. So you have a very simple, common way to interact to your large language model. And I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel for future video on this subject.